Collective Bargaining Agreement CBA. Koskei assured that despite the strike, academic activities have not been severely disrupted.
Allow the children to continue being taught in class, and whatever issues that they think are not been fulfilled to their satisfaction, and perhaps they are outside CBA, TSE, Ministry of Education is ready to sit down with them and sort it out.
In contrast, Anglican Church of Kenya Mbeere Diocese Bishop Moses Masamba has called for dialogue between TSC and the striking teachers. Adding to the growing concern, professionals from Baringo County have urged the government to find a lasting solution to the strike.
And we are pleading with the government through the Ministry of Education to kindly sit down and negotiate with our teachers. Negotiate with them so that a solution, an amiable solution, can be arrived at so that our children can learn.
Paulina Simiu for Lunchtime News.
Back to Meru County, police in Igembe North Sub-County, Meru, are investigating an incident in which 4 people were brutally murdered by a middle-aged man in Kilere village. According to Igembe North Sub-County Police Commander Mark Bitok, the 4 were attacked by the said man while working at a farm. The suspect, who was armed with a machete, was however accosted and killed by members of the public. The 5 bodies were moved to Maua Hospital mortuary, awaiting post-mortem.
Tukakonfirm ya kwamba hao watu walikatwa wakiwa kwa makazi yao. Alafu wananchi wakaweza kukimbizana na mwenye alifanya hiyo kitendo na wakaweza kumuua. Habari ambaye ningepitisha kwa wananchi ni ya kwamba wasije wakachukua sheria mkononi mwao. Ikiwa jambo kama hilo imeripotiwa kwa serikali, ngoje uchunguzi ipatikane ama ifanywe.
And our traders and residents of Ngara area in Nairobi County are counting losses following an early morning explosion that caused a huge fire along Desai Road. The explosion is said to have emanated from a hotel as the cook was lighting a faulty gas cylinder. The fire, according to eyewitnesses, quickly spread after it caught 2 neighboring shops that stock gas cylinders. No injuries were reported during the incident.
The Sunday morning calm in Ngara, Nairobi County was disrupted by multiple explosions followed by a huge fire. After efforts by firefighters, the fire was contained, leaving behind a trail of destruction and losses. The fire is said to have started at one of the hotels before spreading to adjacent premises, among them gas cylinder shops.
Mi tunaishi na marafiki wangu watatu. So like kuna mmoja anakula miraa kwa amelala. So like hiyo masaa kufika, unajua ikilipuka ilikuwa inalipuka, unasikia nyumba ikitingika. So akatuamsha akatuambia, "Brayo amkeni, nikaa kuna lipuka." Hapa yote ile yenye iko nyuma yako ukiangalia moto ilianzia hapo. Moto kuanzia hapo hapa hii ground yenye tumesimama hapa kulikuwa kumekwa stock ya gas.
Sasa huyo mtu kama ameasha gasi hakujua kama pengine inatoa hiyo oxygen ya kinaweza leta madhara, kwa sababu yeye kukuja sasa kuasha hata ni bahati mzuri kuchoma yeye, kwa sababu amekimbia after hiyo moto kuwa kwa hewa akakimbia.
The vehicles at this garage have been reduced to shells. A few meters away, several residential houses were not spared. Rendered homeless within minutes, those affected say they were unable to salvage anything.
Hakuna kitu nimeokea, kitanda zimechomeka, kila kitu imechomeka. Juu watoto walikuwa ndani na ungeweza kuingia hapa, moshi ilikuwa already huku ndani, ungeweza ingia. Watupe ID, wasitulipishe, watupe tu ID kama as original ID. And with the other documents, zuza vitu zote za masomo zilikuwa hapa, kila kitu ilikuwa hapa.
Business people watch helplessly as their once stocked up shops continue to smolder.
Nimepigiwa simu nikaambiwa moto imekuwa mingi, nikakuja tu nikakuta vile moto inawaka, lakini isingeweza kukaribia juu kulikuwa na mlipuko wa gasi.
Tuseme mafriji, maziwa ilikuwa pia hiyo lazima imeisha. Ndani kwa dhamana stock na machine tuseme $500,000 million.
Sijui chochote cha kufanya, sasa nimekuja hapa nimekaa tu hivi. Moto umechoma kila kitu.
Isheli hapa moto ingeshika makontena na maana tungepoteza mali nyingi za Wakenya. Lakini wanakuja kwa kuchelewa. Sasa tungesema hapa ni vijijini sawa, lakini hapa ni katikati ya mji. Hapa kila mtu yuko, hapa watu sijui ni kuambeje madamu, lakini tuna hasara pesa mingi sana hapa. Tuangalie tu vile tutasaidiwa.
In February this year, a truck carrying liquefied petroleum gas exploded at Embakasi in Nairobi County, claiming at least 6 lives and destroying property. The level of destruction at this site is a clear indication of the magnitude of the explosion, and hours after the fire was put out, area residents and business people are still counting their losses. Nancy Okware reporting from Ngara, Nairobi County.
And our traders in Gikomba Market have received financial literacy training, a program aimed at educating women in business. The initiative, spearheaded by Sunlight Kenya, a subsidiary project of Unilever Kenya, is meant to empower women in one of Nairobi's bustling trading hubs. The event aims to equip women traders with essential financial management skills to enhance their business acumen and promote sustainable economic growth.
I believe financial literacy is important for any business. If you look around, there are businesses that fail because people don't know how to either manage records, how to manage their returns, how to recruit, how essentially to build their base from startups to bigger businesses. And so I believe this program will go a long way in ensuring that businesses stabilize and they're able to actually grow from small, medium businesses to bigger businesses.
Hapa nimejifunza kuhusu venye naweza wekeza pesa through financial interest, venye maelezo imenifunza maelezo venye naweza save pesa zangu. Mimi kama mwanabiashara kuna changamoto na bitianga ya biashara inaenda chini na huna savings, so kupitia Shikamoo na Sunlight imeweza kutupa maelekezo ya financial interest venye unaweza hata kupata mikopo na kuweza kusave ili biashara yako isianguke kama mimi muuzaji wa viatu.
Still on that beat matters empowerment, and our entrepreneurs have been urged the government to work on policies that encourage the growth of micro, small and medium enterprises. The group further has faulted the government over policies that hinder the growth of SMEs, such as multiple taxes or over-taxation. According to Dr. Ekran Dungu, there is a need for the creation of an enabling environment for the growth of SMEs in the country and across the continent. She spoke on the sidelines of the Pacesetters awarding ceremony where over 100 companies from 18 African countries participated.
It is not possible that you can run a country with taxation, but we can be able to run a country with increasing productivity. That is the agenda we should have. Those are the conversations that we can have. That how can we be able to create a double of what we have now? Because we have history of what has been able to stimulate our economy. Some of the things have been zero rating. Some of the things that stimulated our economy in the past is cutting on interest rates so that people can be able to access funding and can be able to start businesses.
Policies that they have brought in place, such as taxation, it has become very hard for these SMEs to grow. So they pay a lot of taxes. There are a lot of licenses that are required. Like when you go to an SME, their offices, you think their notice board is it has a lot of different colors, licenses of different colors. So if these licenses could be condensed into one licenses, it would be easier and it would be easier to operate.
I would urge the government to reconsider, especially when the SMEs are growing, to give them a room to be able to stabilize their businesses, and then they can be able to do the taxation part.
Exactly 12 minutes past the top of the hour. We are due for our first break. Plenty more on the other side of this break.
amepata msichana.
Anatafuta nafasi mwafaka ya kukuambia kama babake.
Huyu mwanamke mzee ni nani?
Dad.
Mimi na Jabali twende kwa Kayada.
Kwani ukulima inapata pesa mingi aje?
Buda yenu anatununulia gari.
Kwani ulala?
Siku ni home.
Hapa si kwenyu.
Nimechoka kama mwanamke independent.
Since when have you ever been independent? I think I made a mistake. That I'm living the wrong life.
Now, can you excuse me? I'll protect you hata from your wife. Lakini ukimes, ukimes, lazima nikuambie, sawa? Unataka kuacha mali safi kama Christine uende nani? Unajua kwamba tu dakika 5 akuzabe makofi wewe. Aslap nani Jane?
Hey, sasa inaelewa kwa nini bwanako kutreat wenyewe kutreat.
Welcome back. This is Lunchtime News. And as the debate of consolidating all bursaries into one kitty, a section of political leaders in Kiambu County has called the Commission of Revenue Allocation to allocate resources according to numbers but not landmass. Speaking in Karuri Stadium during the disbursement of more than 11 million shillings to university and tertiary students, Kiamba MP John Kawanjiku revealed that parliamentarians will enact a law to establish the single kitty that will also give students equal opportunities to access education. At the same time, the leaders called upon Hustler Fund loan defaulters to take responsibility and pay arrears.
Kama ni kuzileta zote pamoja hatuna shida, lakini tuhakikishe ya kwamba there is equality in the way we disburse our bursary across the whole Republic of Kenya. And we are not going to relent in terms of making sure that we support our people, we support the education system, because the education is the only equalizer within our community and within our society.
Na kuna watu wanakasirika sana na hiyo program. Lakini nataka kuambia, this program only has teething problems. But it is the program that is going to sort the problems of this country once and for all. Kwa wakati huu imeamuliwa watoto watakuwa wanapewa pesa wale ambao wanahitaji na sio kila mtoto.
The government is planning to incorporate marine courses in the KBC curriculum, and Kenyan private schools are taking advantage of the move by the Ministry of Education. Pioneer School in Maragua, Murang'a County, has become the first high school in Kenya and the second in Africa to offer maritime courses. The students who are studying marine courses visited the port of Mombasa to gather more knowledge of marine work and opportunities available. With the right investment, the sector has the potential to generate revenue worth up to 500 billion shillings each year, up from estimated 178.8 billion that the blue economy contributes to the economy annually.
They also went to the technical workshop, the fabrication workshop, and now here at the dock or the berth where there are tugboats with the KPA.
When our students leave at Form 4, after the 4 years, they are better placed in the competitive round with marine skills.
And also how to deal with minor issues that one faces here and there. Yeah, we've learned the different types of welding, the different types of sea vessels.
We've gone to the electrical workshop, it's somewhere there, and we've seen the machines that are used in running the ship. And we've also gone to the mechanical workshop, it's also around there. We've seen how it helps in running the ship.
I have learned the requirements that are required for various professions in maritime industry, and marine is an industry that is coming up with.
From the engineers that we have met there, they have exposed them to choice of careers. They can become pilots. They can become teachers. Also, they can become engineers in the seas.
Men have been challenged to establish more social connection amongst themselves as part of enhancing their health and mental wellness. In a seminar held at St. Mary SK Church, Kirigwini in Kiambu County that brought together men drawn from the Kenya Anglican Men Association and the Catholic Men Association, men were challenged to embrace social support among their peers and share their experiences to help cultivate mental well-being.
That we have learned about social issues, how to take care of ourselves as men, to share our issues, because men had been taught not to make complaints and not to actually air their views.
Tumekuwa tukikimia sana tukiwa na jabu, hata kama ni ya ugonjwa tunakosa kuwasiliana na wale wengine. Tumeambiwa leo ni vizuri uwe na mtu ambaye unaweza kuelezea shida zako badala ya kukimia.
They come together, they talk, they listen, they hear, they will be more stronger to face those challenges.
And our opinions remains divided over the demolition of a multi-million shilling animal feeds project in Homa Bay to pave the way for the construction of the new county headquarters. The county government of Homa Bay has defended the demolition as residents accuse the officials of ignoring the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015 by failing to conduct sufficient public participation. A section of residents have since sued the county government, contending that the community was not consulted. The case is scheduled for a hearing on October 7th, 2024 before Justice George Ogondo in the Lands and Environment Court.
Money is getting lost in a way that we do not know. If a factory is built there, it would benefit more people because a factory employs quite a good number of people.
Sasa hiyo sijafurahia na venye huyo mtu amesimamisha hiyo kazi. Nataka hiyo kazi iendelee.
According to me, county officers will bring more development in the area, will bring job opportunity for youths. As per now, youths are working there.
The Kenya Union of Hair and Beauty Workers General Secretary Cecily Mwangi has called for the integration of financial literacy training into the CBC curriculum from the primary level to equip young learners with essential financial skills to foster entrepreneurship. Speaking during a recent training session organized by Kuhabo in partnership with Linton's Hair and Beauty Academy, Mwangi expressed her commitment to elevating the industry through the initiative. As a result, a new SACCO has been established to support workers' financial needs. The training aims to prepare hair and beauty professionals for financial success as they enter the job market.
The population in this country, I would advise them to take the opportunity of learning financial literacy, because even in the rural areas, you find that even Mama Boga, at least every day has got expenses, and we do not know how to spend the money, because more or less we end up addressing the wants, not thinking about the needs, which would be able to cater for our tomorrow.
Our main objective is to encourage our members in hair dressing and the industries to save religiously, borrow wisely, and then invest wisely. And we are dealing mostly on women in the salons, in the barbers, and the other industries who make hair manufacturers.
We need to share them this information so that these students, when they come even in the industry, they are aware of what to do. Si kama kitambo, students walikuwa wanakuja na hawajui pesa yao watafanyia nini. Mtu akipita wa mandazi anaanguka nayo.
If we will adhere and get this training and be religious, be in this discipline and follow up what we are trained and put it in practice, surely there is no avoidance of us being a millionaire in future.
An ungovernmental organization dubbed Face of Kenya has donated foodstuffs and clothing to victims of Mai Mahiu Dam tragedy. The tragedy left over 50 people dead and others were rendered homeless after a dam burst its banks during the March-May rains. Led by Face of Kenya Chief Executive Officer Stanley Wainaina, the group called upon the government to fulfill its pledge of ensuring the victims are back on their feet. This even as they called upon more well-wishers to come on board and help the flood victims.
Tumeona mambo mengi sana kwamba familia zetu na wananchi wetu wako na shida, hawana chakula, hawana kazi, hawana makao, na wengine pia zaidi wamezombwa na maugonjwa ya mafikira.
Ningeomba serikali yetu msisahau hawa watu. Sisi hata tukikuja tunakuja na ile tu kidogo Mungu ametujalia. Serikali ningewaomba mrudi hapa kwa sababu wengi wameathirika. Unaweza kuwa unaitwa Mai Mahiu kwa ile janga lilifanyika. Leo ukijisikia unaitwa, karibu sana Mai Mahiu, usimame nasi na Mungu atakubariki.
To some sporting action now, and our Edmund Serem led Kenya to a 1-2 finish in the 3,000-meter steeplechase final as curtains came down on the 20th World Athletics Under-20 Championships today morning in Lima, Peru. Kenya finished 6th overall with 7 medals, 3 gold, 3 silver, and a bronze medal behind champions USA, who had 16 medals, 8 gold, 4 silver, and 4 bronze medals.
And Serem now going away, one barrier, not the most...
Africa silver medalist Edmund Serem bagged gold in style with a world-leading time of 8 minutes 15 seconds in the 3,000-meter steeplechase, while his compatriot Matthew in a personal best time of 8 minutes 17.46 seconds.
Of Ethiopia now fancies his chance. Pintado coming round the outside.
Josephat Kipkirui finished 4th in the men's 1,500 meters final, won by Ethiopian Abdia Faisa, while Cameron Myers of Australia and Spanish Alex Pintado won silver and bronze respectively. Kenya finished 6th overall with 7 medals, 3 gold, 3 silver and 1 bronze medal.
Rafinha has scored a hat-trick as Barcelona thrashed Real Valladolid 7-0 to maintain a perfect start to the new La Liga season. Hansi Flick's side are the only team to win all 4 matches at the start of the campaign and moved 7 points ahead of champions Real Madrid.
The position is beautifully done.
Barcelona have opened up a 4-point gap at the top of La Liga after thrashing Real Valladolid 7-0 to maintain their 100% start to the new season.
To be delighted, and they want to make it 7, and they do! And it is Ferran Torres at the near post.
Meanwhile, substitute Angel Correa's strike from a counter-attack in stoppage time gave Atletico Madrid a hard-fought 1-0 victory at Athletic Club.
Win it for Atletico Madrid, round the goalkeeper. Atletico Madrid has scored in the 92nd minute. Angel Correa off the bench, onto the pass from Charlotte. Happiness right-footed delivery, headed away, but it finds its way through the traffic. Hugo Duro has scored.
And Ayoze Perez scored in first half stoppage time to cancel out Hugo Duro's 24th minute goal as Villarreal played to a 1-1 draw with Valencia at the Mestalla.
Keep it moving, there's the strike. It finds its way in, it's deja vu all over again for Valencia.
All right, time for me to now exit and sit ground for the next program. Thank you so much for making time for us this Sunday afternoon. This has been KBC Lunchtime News. I'm Doreen Arange. Baron Abuli has been our sign language interpreter. Good afternoon.
Mtazamaji, tumekuandalia taarifa zinazogonga vichwa vya vyombo vya habari kutoka hapa jijini Nairobi na pia mashinani.
Wanahabari zaidi ya ubora wao wako ange kukuletea habari pindi zinapochipuka.